Hi ladies, it's so nice to meet you, and I want to thank you personally for joining our growing community all over the globe of like-minded women who want more out of life, just like yourself. I wanted to give you a little brief story about who I am and share with you some of the best advice that I've ever received. It was a couple years ago that I was living in San Francisco and had a good job, had a lot of friends, relationships, and a house. And from the outside, things looked great, and there wasn't anything wrong. It was just I knew that there was something inside of me that wanted something different. And I felt very constrained by the cultural norms that we have, and I was very hung up with the shoulds, and I should do this or I should do that. And it wasn't until I traveled alone that things totally shifted. I went on this trip and realized I didn't need to wait for anybody or get permission from anyone to follow what I wanted to do and follow my dreams. And one of my dreams for many, many years was to move to Europe. And flash forward 10 years, and I found myself at this crossroads where I knew I had to change something. I was having a lot of anxiety, and that was not a normal thing for me. And it was really hard to talk to anyone because I felt very, very alone in this. And it wasn't until I was on my travels and I was meeting people and having these experiences that I never thought I would, that I realized and I could see a different lifestyle. I could see that I wasn't alone in this feeling. And when I was trying to make a decision about what was next, I met someone that I respected. And while he was asking me why I wanted to move to New York, because at that time I was thinking maybe I move to New York for my career, but I really want to live in Europe. So one day, 5-10 years down the line, that's where I want to be. He looked at me and he just said, if I can give you any advice, it's to go now. Don't wait for the perfect time and when everything's aligned, because that may never happen. And it just, after that, it opened up my whole world. And went back to Lisbon, a place I had recently visited right before I had met him. And I went back and jumped on an opportunity to move. It was very spontaneous, but I've never had such a strong gut feeling than I had in those moments. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. No one's gonna live it for you. It's been the best decision I've ever made. So if I can give you any advice, it would be to listen to what is inside of you, what you really want. And that changes, but if there's something there and it keeps coming up for you, follow it, follow your heart. And for me, it was travel. It was adventure and excitement and community. I now live a lifestyle where I'm able to have that all the time. Now my mission is to connect with other like-minded women who, again, want more out of life. And if I can share with them a little bit about my life story, I'm here to tell you that you have nothing to lose, and to go for it and do and chase whatever it is that you want to do. And I am here to support you. So I would love to meet you one day at one of our future events in beautiful Portugal, and I'd love to share with you more of my story, hear more of your story, and connect on a deeper level and support you in whatever dreams you may have. So thanks again for joining our community, and I hope to hear from you soon.